I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't know what's going on anymore, man. But no more copyrighted stuff. I got it. I got it. No more copyright. I'll be a good boy. I'll be a good boy this time, I promise. I'll be good this time. Oh my god. Shit gets clapped every 2 seconds. What the fuck is going on? I wasn't even going to stream that much longer. We're back for now. My enemies have been working overtime. My enemies have been voracious. But I shall persevere. They will not succeed. Every time I'm cooking, I know. Every time I'm cooking, the minute I was talking about Alex, I just wanted to see if he was talking about me. Okay, so far, it looks like no. Just checking. Just checking. I've not made a special appearance thus far. Oh, he was talking about Sony all day. For like a solid 4 hours. Okay, I've not made an appearance. Dreamcast guys made an appearance. Okay, you guys, I was marked safe from an Alex stream watch today. I think. I mean, I'm scrubbing through the whole footage right now just to see. A lot of people join back in, but okay, yeah, I guess. Maybe he's gotten it from me. Maybe the crush is gone. Maybe he saw my video and was like, "Oh, okay, I won't talk about him again." Yep. Okay, we're good. Oh, one of his comments is, "Yes, we're back. We're back. We're back." One of the comments is, "This script is getting boring." Oh, that sucks. I must have started cooking. You guys know when I start cooking a bit too hard. When I cook a little bit too hard, YouTube says, turn the grill off. Turn that stove off. And show me your license. Like at this point, I'm sure people are just like, this is part and parcel to my stream now. It's just, hey, every time he cooks, they're gonna turn the gas off. They're gonna turn the gas off. I played Dragon Age Velguard. No, I wasn't into Dragon Age Velguard. You know what? It is very interesting. It is very interesting. I'm not saying you're saying this, but he will always bring this up when like I defend a right of a game to like not be attacked by virtue of people like being anti-woke about it. Like you can not like Velguard for a multitude of reasons, like at least valid reasons. But when I saw people going like, "Oh, it's because they have top scars," I'm like, "That's stupid." And then I'll have people will be like, "Oh, well, you didn't play Reloaded. You didn't play these games." I'm like, I never said I was going to play them, but it's stupid that because you're not going to play them. You spend all this time shitting on them. Like, that's weird to me. And also, a lot of games, people are like, wow, this game's actually fun. It's like, yeah, we're going to have an annoying bitch in your ear telling you how woke a game is. You can actually enjoy yourself. Which, again, is funny because a lot of people are like, I don't enjoy video games. I'm like, I don't tell you what you can and can't enjoy. You motherfuckers come over my comment section though and be like, this guy sounds like he played Concord. I never have. But if I did, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I find that shit to just be so weird. That's why if they're on single day adventure, exactly. Like, it's no surprise to me that all these guys who are so about video games have terrible personal relationships. Like, it's not surprising at all because of course they do. Look at how they view people. Oh shit, that was loud. Look at how they view people. Of course they have terrible relationships. Oh, your wife is divorcing you? Of course she is. Of course she is. Oh, no one wants to date you? Of course they don't. Of course they don't. The only time a woman touches your hand when you accidentally touch hers while she's ringing you up at checkout. Of course that's true. Look how mad you get over a video game. Look how mad you get over the idea that someone somewhere is playing a game you don't like. Like that's why I was joking earlier with Big Jer. I was like, "Are you gainfully employed? Are you?" Because like, you look at their behavior of what they do, and it's like you gotta be unemployed. Like if you're getting on the internet all day complaining about consoles and console wars, I'm like, you gotta be fucking like, you know. Yeah, Big J, I know you're employed. What I was saying, but like, because those guys, like, they do some shit. I'm just like, this is the most like, I get zero bitches behavior I've ever seen. This is the I have no friends behavior. Asmon fans are part of the list. You know, I made a joke about that exactly, Starro Jones, and that had me getting put on the Asmongold subreddit because of a little jokey joke I made. Let's see if I can find it actually. Going to Reddit. I found it. I don't want to sign in. Oh. Dude. Let's see. I made a joke about it. And they got mad. Yeah, here we go. This is what I said. To kind of go with what you said. I wrote, they'll tell you about this is what they joke, and it's like I watched Asmongold, and I wrote, this is false because the Asmongold fan wouldn't have gotten this far. And then all of them were like, me and my wife. I have a wife. I have a fiance. I got a girlfriend. Asmongold fans have a wife and children. I have a wife and children. I'm an Asm fan. I'm a wife. I'm an Asm fan with a wife, and she thinks he's legit for the most part. Like, and then they're like, okay, wouldn't have. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, these are real. I have a fiance. He's living in their heads rent free, which explains why it's so disgusting in there. I'm a fan. I've been just saying go for 10 years. As if women know who Asmon is. They make the memes like this because they want to delude themselves to thinking that no people can't like Asmon, but they forget Reddit is an echo chamber. My wife and I keep watching. Like, oh my god. It's so funny. I'm an admin watcher and I'm enjoying my live touching grass, which is something these guys will never be able to do. No, yeah, this is definitely like a as a black man, but it's. I have a girlfriend and she just doesn't go here. But it's like it's so funny though because like they always expose how really sensitive they are. Hit dogs holler. If it don't apply, let it fly, right? Like these are the same people who will be like, comedy's legal now on X. And I give you the most safest milk toast joke. Put them on the board. By the way, that little comment of mine got like 2 million views and 130,000 likes, which means I had a bunch of racist comments in my in my tweet. But it's like you can't be everything's based in awesome and cool and it sucks because you guys are woke and don't have fun. And then when I'm like, let's make fun of this person like they always do, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Actually, you can't say that because that's actually mean and wrong. It's like, oh, okay. All right. I can't say that. They can say that Somalians are parasites, but I can't say that Asmongold fans have zero riz. All right. I enjoyed Asmon back when he was playing WoW stuff. I was watching Crash Out, but then he just started crying about everything. See, that's the thing too. Like that's one of the main reasons I don't understand how people can watch creators like him because they will accuse everyone else of being super sensitive. Oh, I just want to play games. And then you watch him and it's like he's not playing games. He's saying this is gay and woke. And the funniest part to me is much like Tectone, he's essentially admitted he's grifting. When he got banned, he put out that bullshit video, which I called. I said, if he was serious about this, you know, but he put out that video where he's like, I am becoming a worse version of myself. I'm angry all the time. I'm mad all the time. And then he's like on his subreddit, don't worry, you guys, I'm going to still be doing DEI equals die content. I'm like, so you didn't learn anything because you know your audience doesn't want you to get better. Like you know your audience wants you to be actively better. It's the same thing as Synthetic Man. Right wing people are sensitive. They are babies. You know why? Because they send me shit like this. I got this email. By the way, this person emailed me again. I just blocked them. Like this is the kind of stuff I get. Hey subhuman, I posted this. Hey subhuman, why you hate Asmongold and other gamer? You are pedophile, communist, terrorist monster. You are part of Jews BLM communist terrorist organization. You are a pro mass shooter. I'm in a lot apparently. I've been a busy boy. I hate Asmongold and other gamer. I don't know who other gamer is. I'm a pedophile, communist, terrorist monster. I feel like pedophile and monster kind of equate each other. I'm part of Jews, BLM, communists. You already said I was a communist and terrorist organizations. And then I'm pro mass shooter and then hashtag pedophile. 69 likes. Nice. And they, yeah, exactly. And they will call other people low IQ. And I'm like, this is what I get. Average Asmongold fan. And I'm like, okay. Cool. cool and normal and very, very understandable. Absolutely not just a buzzword salad. It made perfect sense. It always makes sense. It makes perfect sense. But these are the people. These are the people who these are the people who say shit like, I don't understand media. I'm just mad all the time. It's like I will tell you right now, you guys, I have never sent an email out to a content creator because they made fun of a content creator I like. There's so many content creators I like that people just straight up hate on all the time, and I'm never gonna be like, you're not allowed to not like them. But then when you send it, like, can we really break down that? Like, I'm sorry, can we really break this down though? Like, hey, subhuman, why you hate Asmongold and other gamer? You start off the sentence with calling me subhuman, and then wonder why I might not be a fan of the content creator you are clearly here to defend. Like, maybe let's analyze this first part, Jack. And then the rest is just a hallucination, right? And these are the same people who will be like, oh, well, you guys just pulled the race card out of nowhere. Immediate degradation of my humanity, and then boom, calling me a pedophile, communist, terrorist, monster. I'm okay being called a communist. That's irrelevant. I don't care. But like, immediately calling me all these things, which ironically enough, I've never said about their Roach King. Because I can actually talk about what they're talking about. That's another thing I noticed too, is there is no equivalency, right? There's no equality when it comes to like they expect everyone to always be nice and kind to them, and they can be dickheads to people, and I don't do that, which is why I have some repeat customers in my comment sections who think they can just say shit. I'm like, no, I'll pin you to the wall. Like, I do not know how much, like, how many more times I can explain. It's like, I am not the nice one. I am not the tolerant left. That's not me. I've never once stated that. If you're gonna disagree with me, you're free. Feel free to disagree. Right? I have disagreements in my stream all the time, and I can admit fault. I can be okay. We're just not going to be on this. I can do that. But what I'm not going to put up with is people coming in thinking this is a free for all, and they can say whatever they want because of freedom of speech. Motherfucker, freedom of speech is dead. I don't know if you've been paying attention to America. Freedom of speech is not real. They're shipping motherfuckers out because they don't agree with Israel. Freedom of speech is dead. Yeah, civility politics, aid poll, I don't do that shit. Oh, the optics. Nigga, fuck your optics, bro. Fuck your optics. I don't care about your optics. I know how you guys operate. Studying behaviors is literally what I do for a living. I know how you motherfuckers operate. I know that you've been consistently reinforced by people being completely passive to you because you view passivity as acceptance. And I'm telling you, that's not it. You're not going to get that shit from me. And if you want to go like blow for blow, I can do that shit. Like, I grew up black in America. You don't think I can't roast somebody? If you don't think I can't quick fire on you, you're crazy. You're absolutely insane. Like, of course I can do that. I love that when there was goes, it's so much for the tolerant left. So much for the tolerant left. So what you're telling me is you can't handle your own fire? You can't handle when people treat you the same way you treat others. What does that tell you? Like, what does that tell you? These people are fucking soft, bro. They are so soft. They are so soft, and they have no goddamn convictions unless you're talking about like official like police shit. They probably do. They expect us to keep on taking a higher road because they know when I say history, they try to use morals against us, but those days are gone. Exactly. It's just like right now what's happening with Iran, right? Suddenly all these people are like, what's going on to decorum? What happened? I'm like, bitch, you voted for this. Who was it? I think it was like Bradley Martin was like, what's going on? How is America doing this? Yeah, hold on. It was these motherfuckers, and then it was, let me bookmark this so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Oh, I have to go to my replies. God damn it. Like I'm very confident. Bradley Martin, yeah. Bradley Martin's a Trump supporter. Like all these people were like out and about, avowed Trump supporters, and then suddenly they're like, oh, actually, now that he's doing things we don't like, why have we gotten to this point? How did we get here? And it's like, you did this. You did this. You said this. Yeah, here we go. Why wasn't that on my? Like here. Bradley Martin. Middle East war again. Have any of these wars ever benefit the U.S.? Mighty Keith, you voted for this. You voted for this. This is you. You voted for this. Trump 2024. Like, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, same thing. Like, these people will be like, we hate you. We hate the Middle East. We hate trans. We're going to spread so much hateful rhetoric. We're going to say how much we hate these people. And then when he starts bombing them, oh, war in the Middle East again? Oh, it's like, bitch, you voted for this. The Hodge twins. Trump really listened to Lindsey Graham and Benjamin Netanyahu over American people. SMH, what the hell is going? What are we doing, man? The Hodge twins voted for Trump. The Hodge twins. Like I'm not. I'm not even kidding. The Hodge twins are conservative commentators and comedians known for staunchly supporting Donald Trump, often framing their commentary around common sense and anti-left sentiment and support his policies. Like they are Trump supporters. But you know what they do? You know what conservatives do? They flip-flop. It's whatever gets them in power. It's whatever they can do. Because our favorite person, Asmonfold, is the perfect encapsulation of the conservative right. Here he is in 2024.
I think that we play too big of a role in other countries' military shit. Like, we're too interventionary. We get too involved.
Mind you, this is around the time when Trump says, if you vote for me, there'll be no new West. I'm a peace president. This is when Trump was running on that, right?
Involved into other people's business. It's a waste of our money. The people there probably fucking hate us. Like, where's really the upside here, right? Just stay out of it. Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not saying like we should be totally isolationist, but I think that the level that we try to play nation building, especially in places like this, like, you know, like.
I used to also watch the Hodge twins for the weightlifting content. To be honest, I knew who they were back in the day. That's why I was surprised. Like, damn, they went full fucking grifter.
Like Libya, for example, back in the day. What the fuck? Or Iraq? No, absolutely not. Yeah, it's too much, man. Way too much. I am so happy this has happened. I am just dramatically, tremendously happy this has happened. I know that, obviously I've talked about it for a long time, about how big of a problem Iran is and everything.
No, he hasn't. For a long time. He just started doing political content like 3 years ago.
I was a big supporter of us bombing them before, and now we're bombing them again, and this is just amazing.
A lot of people listen to him to reaffirm their worldview. That's it. The conservatives often talk about how, oh, these people need safe spaces. This motherfucker lives in a roach infested bubble. He's afraid of real people. He's afraid of humanity. That's why he loves shit like this. That's why he loves when people suffer. Because humans aren't real to him. Yes, he's a sociopath. Like the shit that he says is sociopathic. He's also stated how he doesn't like view people as people. Like he doesn't view people as people. Like he has a quote where it's like he does not view people as people. I mean, shit. He's talked about how he's called all African countries shitholes. It's just consistent. Like these are, he's done Holocaust revisionism. Like he doesn't view people as human beings. Which is kind of funny because it's just like just someone blatantly insecure, which is why he has to attack literally everyone. Everyone. And I've said he's pro-Israel but anti-Semitic. Yeah, he has no consistent world values. He has no consistent world beliefs. He has no values. He has no convictions. Like he is the perfect encapsulation of the conservative right. 100%. A person with no thank you for subscribing, Darth Bane. A person with no skin in the game, right? Who then feels free to engage in people's day-to-day life as if it's like an academic experience, right? Saying, oh, well, Somalians are evil and we should deport them. We should get rid of illegals. Oh, don't. Dude, if I was in charge, I would, make an IQ test and then all the people who are R-worded should be in the mines, right? Like it's someone who does not live in reality, someone who's afraid to engage in reality and the real situation people deal in because it doesn't affect them. So again, very much a person who claims to be like part of like the appeal to like the working class because of his aesthetics, but he's way more of a ivory tower person than like Hassan Piker, than like Cutie Cinderella, than like Valkyrie, than all the content creators that he goes after. Asmongold is way more the guy in the ivory tower. His ivory tower is just full of roaches. And they think because he's filled with roaches that he's one of them. He's a real one. Like he's a multi-millionaire. He's a CEO. He has actively cheered on violence against regular people. He wants to run people off roads. Like it's almost like it's almost comical. Just how devoid of humanity this man is. And racist. Just blatantly so. And then, like most conservatives, whenever the chickens come home to roost, then it's, well, we have to stop this divisive rhetoric. We have to turn down the temperature. Oh, now that shit's happening to you, we got to turn down the temperature. Like this is the kind of person that he is.
If you're a Jewish person watching this, what are they thinking? You think...
Bro, we didn't shift the Overton window. We burned down the house. We burned down the whole motherfucking neighborhood. There was another clip about this too. Here we go. Here we go.
This is where you talk about Jews, women, and blacks.
I've seen it. You've seen it. We've all seen it.
Just take a listen.
They're always coming up with, no, it's not the Jews. No, it's not women. No, it's not blacks. It's actually really complicated. No, it fucking isn't at all. Jews are running society. Women need to shut the fuck up. Blacks need to be imprisoned for the most part. Mm-hmm. And we would live in paradise. It's that simple.
Man.
Would you like to clarify what you meant there?
He wants to collaborate with that guy, with Nick Fuentes, a white supremacist. So, like, that's another reason. Like, I'm not terrified to talk about. That's another thing too. Like, people are like, "Oh, like you're so obsessed." I'm all like, "This guy's a racist. Like, he's a racist piece of shit who's so insecure that he needs to always promote himself in terms of this big tough guy, and all he does is sit in his fucking rotting house that he could fix at any given moment, and then send his roach army to harass people because he feels like if people get harassed enough, they won't bother him. He can say what he wants." And I'm like, bro, like, nigga, I'm not afraid of Asmongold. Like, no one should be afraid of Asmongold or his loser ass audience. No one should be afraid of these people. They don't go outside. They don't go outside. I'm reminded of that time where a Destiny orbiter like met Hassan in public and was literally tweeting about how terrified he is. And he just walked by and said some bitch shit like, I don't know, something from a Destiny subgroup and then walked away. And I'm like, mind you, he's the same person who tried to tame his chat for being racist, racist, decides to agree with. Yeah, I'm saying he's not a man of convictions. Like, I'll be like, oh no, that's bad, that's wrong, but yeah, I want to team up with Nick Fuentes because it's popular now. Like, this isn't out of nowhere. This is calculated for him. Guess what? When Obama was president, was Asmongold saying I want to team up with Nick Fuentes? Was he suddenly talking about black fatigue and Iran and all these things? No, he fucking was not. But Trump being president, oh, okay, I can be a little bit more mask off. He's president again now. Oh, fuck it. I can just say, hell yeah, baby. I love this. I want to send you people to the mines. I want you guys deported. And again, he says all these things. He comes from the perspective of none of this shit affects me. None of this shit affects me. So I'm going to say all these things because they won't get back to me. Again, this person does not interact with people. He stays in his house all day. He doesn't talk to people who work like 9-to-5 jobs. He's not a person in society. He exists in a bubble that he's created, and he's so insecure. All those guys out, they're so insecure. They are so afraid of the world that they want to feel tough. That's why, like, you see them, like the Department of War. That's why you see them prop up, like, oh, look at our military. Okay, bitch, but what can you do? Like, they'll be like, oh, look at white guys. We create everything. No. You didn't build this shit. You didn't make these roads. You didn't invent mathematics. You didn't do any of that shit. You are trying to claim the works of others as your own. You didn't do any of that shit, my guy. And that's how all these like supremacist assholes are. Like Nick Fuentes. Oh, we did everything. Like, Nick Fuentes, you are a sexually confused, maybe possibly closeted gay Mexican man. Why are you talking about white people? Like, oh, they're so great. They're so awesome. Women need to shut the fuck up. You're an incel. You're a permanent virgin who's so angry at women who don't like you that you're this crazy misogynist. Like, that's one of those guys who are like, oh yeah, I converted to Islam so I can, women know the place. It's like, you don't even know the fucking tenets of this religion. This is the same religion, Sneeko, that you would, disrespect on a daily basis. Like, these are the angriest, most miserable people. Him, Fresh and Fit, the Whatever podcast. Like, these are the most. Please tell me if you guys have seen that clip of the Whatever podcast. Please tell me you've seen that. Please tell me you've seen this. What clip? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. This clip right here.
Reframe. And I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great orator, or I don't make good points, or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just
Is Nick Fuentes is probably alone in general. Man, no woman must be around him.
think honestly you're too fucking stupid to understand them.
So, Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you you lick sniz.
Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're a
mean?
fucking dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your fucking mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I
daddies?
just say?
Your
Dyke?
wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
I'm sorry,
daddies?
Dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to
Do the women that you try
show
to
your hatred against?
Do you the women that you try
convince them
to
that they shouldn't?
You know,
like,
Charlie, did I
pursue
bring
women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You called
family
me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say anything
called me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional
Let's
man.
go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
Like, that in a nutshell are all these guys. It's all of them. They act big when they feel like there's a target they can shit on, but the second that target is like, actually, you're wrong, complete composure loss. That's why Asmongold won't debate someone who's knowledgeable on a topic, right? He runs away from Hassan because last time he talked to Hassan, he got fucking dog walked. Now it's Hassan being nice to him. He thinks these Whatever podcasts, these podcast bros, these fucking red pill losers, they have this vitriol for women because they think women are dumb, vapid, money suckers. And then when they have to engage with one on an intellectual level, they automatically assume they're superior. And when that shell starts cracking around their fragile ego, look at her response though. She's obviously talking about you espouse traditional values. You insult her intelligence. You talk about traditional values. So what does she do? She brings up the very valid point that you do not live by your own values. You have a wife that has 3 baby daddies. You are the same people who will attack sex workers because they are morally, reprehensible and they can't be taken seriously. They will never find love and all that shit. But then the second a woman displays a level of intellect that you think are reserved for men, because these guys also, they never say this shit to men. They never have men in their podcast. Like I guess this is Red Pill Power Hour. If you go to the Whatever podcast, the only men they have on their podcast are them. Like it's them. Not so. Oh my God. He's also not a good debater or speaker. Charlie Kirk was on Whatever pod. Of course he was. Of course he was. Of course he was. Women stronger than men. She outperforms male soldiers. Whatever podcast of Brian Atlas. And that's another thing too, is they will keep these conversations in realms that do not matter. But if you look, all of them, more often than not, they will have a bunch of OnlyFans models or young college age girls. They do not have men on here to debate them. They might have men like Charlie Kirk to debate other young people, but they don't have men to go against at all. And then you look at Andrew Wilson, and it's like, yeah, dude, of course you're like this. You're like fucking 50 years old doing this shit. Like you're not. Andrew Wilson cooks covert feminist who thinks raising kids costs $200K a year. Raising kids does cost a lot of goddamn money. But again, all of their content is predicated. Oh, I remember this. He tried to open a jar of this is so funny. Like, this is why I love this shit. This is why I love this shit, because they always prove me right.
You got to open it.
Oh, I have to open it right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It's easier because it's not.
No, Andrew, I greased it all up.
Like, just he doesn't open
Give
it.
her the paper towel so
Give her
that.
the
No,
paper
I think
towel.
you should do it, Andrew. You're the big, strong man. There you go. Come on.
Here, I'm going to let some
sure
chats come
I'm
through. We got some
Red
chats
Fox
while they're working on that.
donated
Red Fox,
$200.
thank you.
Deontology prioritizes intent, but threshold exceptions introduce consequentialist reasoning.
I'll let you go first if you want.
No, Andrew, I greased it all up. There you
Are
go.
absolute. Introducing a threshold is ad hoc.
Like, he
Red
can't.
Fox, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
By the way, the reason why they do this shit, if you guys can't see this, it says Red Fox donated $200. This is why they do this shit. They have no other talent to make money. So they go and they make fun of women. That blow up doll behind him is their permanent third host. Because that's how they view women. But and you notice, at no point.
They're not hard to open, but I can't grip the fucking
me?
thing.
Watch this shit.
So you can't blame me for my greasy fingers now. Like, go ahead.
It's still greasy. The top
Like,
of it's like,
What a bitch.
feel it yourself. Tell me
Should
I'm
I-
wrong.
you know what?
You know what? Let me
Yeah,
comment.
this is not openable. Fucking Fort Knox.
Philosophy book.
$200.
Here, go.
Just can't grip them.
Okay. Okay.
It's just too fucking greasy.
Yeah, you know what?
You'll get the same thing. Come in here, Jake. You think? Come on, you'll see for yourself. You can't get your fucking.
I just want to say for record.
And then watch.
All right.
You can't get your fucking hand on it. Try it. Nah, you fucker. That was bullshit. Bullshit. I
All
loosened it for you.
I just want to say for record.
We got a little olive juice. Let's get off the table.
So
Get
does
off
he
the
have
table.
does he own your free will now? Because he could open it and you couldn't, based on Forrest?
Wipe it up.
He could at least grip it, I guess.
So I don't know.
Just want to remind you, Andrew, that Jake just totally mogged you.
Well, didn't Jake just totally mog you?
Well, hey, I only got it
He
for
mogged all of us. If we're being
Didn't Jake just mog
realistic.
you?
You had
He
it
kinda
for a
mogged all of
minute,
us.
Andrew, and you
It
were
was
standing
greasy
up and
as
shit.
fuck, and
You
I
were
couldn't grip
standing
it.
up and shit.
I don't think misogyny is worse than misinjury. I think they are both equally bad. I think that, specifically, I think that the point should be to create a society in which both sexes work together. I will acknowledge that there are differences between men and women physiologically, but at the same time, I do think that mentally both groups are an inherent net positive on our society, and I think that it is better if both groups work together. And anyone who is willing to sow divisiveness between men and women, I do not agree with.
By the way, I just want to point out to the chat to go over to Jake's travel blog and watch as he couldn't cock a rifle, and I had to literally grab it from him and cock this rifle because he couldn't do it. Just want to point.
Like, just so insecure. Just so insecure. Just so fucking insecure, man. And I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much because these are the people who will be like, women are weak. And the reason why is because men are better. Because men have muscles and women don't. And then it's like, open the jar. Oh, it's greasy. It makes my hands go owie. My grip's not strong enough. But I'm a manly man. I have to teach them how to use a gun. And what they like to do is they like to keep all their arguments in the realm of, I can beat you up. Right? How many times have you seen a woman who's working out or fit or whatever, and the comment section is just like, still beat you up. I'm a man. I'm 6'9", 270. I can still beat you up. And it's like your first instinct when you're challenged, your masculinity is so fragile. You see a buff girl like what's her name, like Claire on like Twitter, or you see Lean Beef Patty, or you see a buff strong woman, and you're like, I could inflict physical harm on you. It's like, why does your brain go there? Oh, because you're insecure. You have to show how tough you are, and you can only do it through your physical prowess or lack thereof, right? But that threat of violence against women, that's why they always bring women again on their shows. They will never have a man on their show to argue against. They never will. They never will. Just like how conservatives will always target marginalized communities that do not have a lot of, let's say, social power. That's why they've been going super hard on like trans people, super hard on migrants, because these are people who can't really fight back. But they didn't say this shit about like Greenland. They didn't say this shit about other like white countries. They're not going after like groups that can put something together or go after them. They won't do that. That's their mentality. It's a fucking weak, insecure mentality. Red pill mentality is for weak men. As is conservatism. Conservatism as a mentality, as an ideology, preys on your inherent insecurities and makes that your entire basis. You're so insecure, you're afraid of the world. You are not confident in yourself as a man. So what do? You're homophobic. Because you have to prove how manly you are. No, I don't like that gay shit. That's gay. I don't do it. If it's close to a guy, I won't look at it. Have you guys seen that fucking clip of that guy like falling to avoid like their rainbow shit on the street? Like they're like avoid like the sidewalk in order to like look at this shit.
Not in our town, yo. What?
But it's like
See,
this like performative shit where they're so afraid of like and that's the thing that gets me. It's like you are these big tough men, right? You're a strong guy, you're powerful. You see a flag, you lose your mind. You see rainbows on the floor and you will commit a crime. Can someone that voted for Trump redeem themselves? If so, how? By doing the work. And you can only be redeemed by those who you've, harmed, right? So if you are a Trump supporter, you voted for Trump, and you're having the worst case of buyer's remorse, that's a good step one. But now step two, how do we channel that into something productive? Are we going to start educating ourselves as to the ills of what Trump does, how conservatism works, how they infest everything in society and twist everything, make it divisive? How are we going to unlearn that? Are we going to start to listen to different voices, maybe more left-leaning voices, maybe understand that the harm that you believe has been following you has not been coming from the enemies of the conservative, has not been coming from trans people, queer people, minorities, but the very people who you supported. And then we start to remember that these people are selfish. They don't care about the betterment of humanity. And then you start to look at the work that they've done and see how the fact that they went to Venezuela and said they're going to help American citizens and they haven't. And then you should probably find groups that are actively working. Either it's like for immigration, or even for small, like a community shelter, do a fundraiser, something like that, to really help your soul, But all you can do is do the work. You do the work and don't expect praise. Don't expect praise. Don't expect a pat on the back, because the work in itself is worth doing. That's my message. If you fell for his lies, you are aware there are lies. Now you need to do the work. But don't do it to seek redemption. Do it because it's right. Like, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. It is hard. It is hard to unlearn things. It is hard to be honest and open with yourself and finding out your faults and how to improve on it, but it has to be done. It'll be definitely worth it at the end, but I'll tell you straight up from personal experience, do not do this expecting praise. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to be embarrassed. Yes, exactly. Like I said, but you're going to be embarrassed. You're again, I'm talking from personal experience. I have had moments in my life where I thought I was one way and I realized I'm not, and I need to be that way. So I need to be better. I grew up in the 90s, you know, like saying the R word wasn't verboten for me. Saying the F slur wasn't something I wasn't allowed to do. But then you realize the harm that's being done to other people. And once you've realized that, and I guess you've seen that because you regret voting for Trump and you want to redeem yourself. Once you see that, understand that it is a never ending process. There is no finish line. And that's not just for undoing, you know, the lies that Trump has spread out, but that's also for improvement overall. There's never a finish line. No one's ever done improving. There's too many avenues as humans. We're always constantly learning. We're always constantly growing. So, like, I guess that's my long-winded advice. And also give yourself grace. You're going to fuck up. You are. You're gonna fuck up. It sounds cliche, but it's true. No one's perfect. You are going to fuck up. But do not let the fuck up stop you from keeping going, right? Don't let the setback keep you back. That's like one of the memes on the left is the internal, like, leftist infighting, right? And to be fair, a lot of leftists are annoying and they do purity testing. I am not a purity tester. Most of us aren't. The people online are. Most real people are not purity testers. Like, fuck, I think Graham Plattner is actually a really good candidate for Maine. And I know that he has that tattoo, but I still think he's a great candidate, especially for the situation that we're in. You can't purity test. That's not me hearing truth. I appreciate you. Thank you. But yeah, people are going to purity test, people are going to try these things. But for you, you need to focus on what you can do and just do it. There is no path that's easy. There's ways we can help you, some advice, some content creators you can follow. There's some content creators, there's some philosophers you can look up to, right? But like ultimately, this is the path. And it's hard. Because I'll ask you right now, it was easy to support Trump, right? Because he reached you at your basis. He reached you, got into you where you were angry, and showed you where to funnel your anger towards. And it's easy to be angry at other people. Easy. Simple. That's how these gifters work. They go pure pathos, right? It's just you're mad, you're angry. Like you're mad, you're angry, you're mad at the world. This is why you're mad. It's because of Mexicans. It's because of trans people. And then you look at your material conditions, you're like, damn, it is true that I am not thriving. I am not having these large successes. And he's telling me it's because of these people. Well, that makes sense. Because they do crime. That makes sense because there's a lot of them. Right? It's easy. It's easy to fall for these traps. But yeah, I would also take some time away from the internet, at least like especially Twitter. I would, whatever spaces you were in, I would avoid those spaces. But at the same time, find more content creators. Find more, if you can, unbiased news sources. Use like ground news, hashtag non-sponsored. And just see where your information is coming from. Like I can tell you my own personal journey. Not to be fair, I was never a Trump supporter. Trump didn't exist in this sphere when I was younger. But Gamergate. Gamergate was radicalizing for a lot of people, myself included. I've talked about this before, but I was there during Gamergate. I was in the chat rooms with like the Thunderfoots when Breitbart was coming and Mile Yiannopoulos was interviewing random gamers online and sitting in the chat rooms and all those things, right? I understand intimately how it feels to be seen by a group or an entity that normally ignores you, right? Someone who has legitimacy, like a news organization. Oh my God, they took the side of us gamers. They know how we feel. They understand us. They know that we're so sick of being shitted on, being treated like, we're awful people just because we play video games. And here they are giving us not only coverage, but support. We must be in the right. This is before I even knew what Breitbart was. I just knew it was a website. I was like, wow, it's awesome. Because my belief was, yeah, it's fucked up that this sounds so dumb to say now, but yeah, it's fucked up that these games journalists are putting like a cabal together in order to, promote their friends over the merits of the game, right? Like that sucks. Oh my God, I can't believe this lady's sleeping with this guy to get good reviews. Oh my God, Anita Sarkeesian, she's trying to ruin gaming. She's a fake gamer. She doesn't know anything about the culture. She's trying to change things. And here you have a organization going, you guys are right. You're smart. You're good. You're nice. Good job. And it felt good. It does. Praise feels good. Being acknowledged feels great. And it wasn't until I really started looking at the scope of things, because it was, if you remember Gamergate, the meme was, it was about ethics in game journalism. I believed that. I believed people should behave in an ethical way. But then I started seeing the scope got quickly and rapidly away from that. And suddenly it's talking about going after Anita Sarkeesian, going after Zoe Quinn, going after fucking Jade Raymond, just women in video game spaces. And I was like, this doesn't seem to deal with that. And then like I would get into like Gamergate arguments against like the anti-Gamergates, and they're like, hey, you guys are drawing pictures of Anita Sarkeesian as the like an anti-Semitic version of a Jewish person, right? With like their hand rubbing and like the nose, right? And I was like, well, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yeah, but that's your side. I was like, my side. I am being associated with people who are doing anti-Semitic things. I was like, that doesn't align with me. And then Gamergate continued with that's not your shield or not your shield and all that shit. And then I noticed that all these people were profiting off of Gamergate. Suddenly their Ralph retort was being retweeted like 100,000 times. Suddenly like all these websites were being created as like bastions. Vivian from Gamergate, they made a whole girl from Gamergate. And eventually I fell out of it. I was like, this is not what I want. And so what I did, I reached out to Zoe Quinn. I did. We followed each other on Twitter for a bit. Now we follow each other on Blue Sky. I reached out to her and I was talking. I was like, hey, like, did any of this shit actually happen? And then I saw the amount of abuse that she was being levied daily. Then I saw what's happened to Anita Sarkeesian with the death threats, of bomb threats, of her going to colleges and people sending death threats to her and bomb threats, right? And then I saw people's reactions saying she's faking it. She's this, she's that, because women do that. And then it started talking about black people. I was like, oh no, this is like a huge, like evil fucking thing to do, right? And like that was a really radicalizing moment for me where I'm like, it's so easy to fall into these spaces, which is another reason why I go really hard for like in this anti-woke space. Like, I mean, against it, because I know how easy it is to fall for that. And I also know what it takes to shake people out of it. And like, what it does is you need that shocking moment of like, this is what you're fucking doing. Like, no bullshit. This is what's happening. And a lot of people right now are experiencing that with Trump. He's bombing Iran. They're showing you pictures of literal school children being killed. This is who you voted for. This is what's happening. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I'm like, it took you long enough, but here we are. Jesus, he did that? Oh my God. And yeah, like granted, I was younger then, but all that to say is I understand. Like when I talk about this stuff, know that I'm coming from it as someone who was before there was like an alt-right pipeline. I never went down that pipeline, but as someone who was in the beginning stages of that, who luckily developed enough critical thinking and self-awareness to pull out, I know how intoxicating and easy it is to go down that path. You're seeing it. You're seeing it all the time. You being a teenage girl back then made me think, oh, you guys just hate me, okay? And that's how I felt to be in the online community game. Right. And that's true though. The online gaming community, especially like on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch, they do hate women. But they are a vocal minority. They're just an outspoken vocal minority. Like one of the best things that happened to me was doing this stuff and then going outside, like going to Summer's Game Fest, going to Comic-Con, and having people actually interact with me. And I realized something. Those people who are like into the anti-woke shit, they don't go out. They don't engage in anything. All they have is their hatred. That's all they have. Like when I showed you guys that video of Sneeko when he went in public and met his fans, and he was aghast that they were saying like heinous shit about women. When Clavicular ran to like one of his fans and they were saying like the N-word, and he's like, really, dude? Really, dude? And it's like, yeah, that's your audience. That's who you are cultivating. I went out to places and people are like, oh my God, thank you so much. Because they are also sick of this shit too. And then we had a good, normal time. So like, I know that my morals are clear. I know that my stances have support. And that's another reason why it's easy for me to do this shit. But the people who come out the hardest, who are like, this is woke and gay, they have to keep hammering that point. They have to keep doing that, creating the permission structures, because they know in the real world they're not supported. They know that they have an echo chamber. They know that they're in a bubble. They know that. That's why they're constantly hitting that horn every single day, all day, every day. Because hatred has to be constantly fed. Constantly. I mean, hell, that's why I've been featured on Alex's streams more times than I've been actually fucking streaming, right? They have to get that dopamine hit. Oh man, I went to Denver Comic Con. It was so fun. Yeah, I went to New York Comic Con. And I played the Pragmata demo. And that's where I met someone who was a fan of my channel. And I was like, holy shit. People recognize me. But I guess I'm pretty easy to recognize. Like that actually makes you want to see go to more gaming events. I don't know. I don't know what event. What's my go-to dance? I might hit a Dougie or two. I might hit a little might get a hit in with the arms, you know, hard to Dougie. In the chair, but you know. But yeah, I don't know what gaming event I want to go to this year, because I do want to meet people. Because I'm also not concerned that like, oh, some fucking the guy who's emailing me to the event Asmongold is going to show up at the event I'm going to. He wouldn't go outside. But like, I don't know what event I would go to. I've been known to cut a rug. That's right. I've been known to drop it low, girl, from time to time, you know? You know, if I was like a big enough channel, I would probably do like VidCon or TwitchCon or something. Maybe not TwitchCon. TwitchCon seems wild. TwitchCon seems like the Waffle House of cons. How was it Pragmatic demo? It was fun. I liked it. I think they released one on for Steam, but I liked their Pragmatic demo. I was actually not gonna play the game. I played the demo. I was like, you know what? I might host a Nerf tournament. No. What? Absolutely not. God, I'm seeing names I haven't seen in just a long time. Turn of it. You know what though? Oh my God, someone's winning. Fuck it. You guys are still here. For some
It doesn't
reason.
make sense. I don't understand why I would want to do like a 10 rep set of the 50s.
God, why does my YouTube do that? It'll start playing audio from videos I'm not watching. Oh. Oh, Oasis? You know what? I really haven't seen any new games coming out. Like, what's the next game event? By the way, don't think I forgot about the Real Game Awards. They just haven't posted anything. I live in the Philippines. Like, you guys, they haven't. Do you think? Okay, I'm not trying to be cocky or anything like that, but do you think my coverage and everyone else's coverage of the Real Game Awards made them no longer want to put that shit online? Because I can't find it. I can't find it. It was done February 23rd. I knew the date. I knew the date. No, they're doing it. They're announcing it that they did it, and they did it already. That was the announcement date, February 23rd. But wait, did it not happen? Hold on. I'm doing some investigation. Did it not happen? I swear to God. Yeah, look. They used a shitty AI. What's the point of this? What's the point of this? Anyways, voting is wrapped. This year's show is in production. We look forward to bringing it to you guys in a few weeks. Yes, this is February 9th. Because it's supposed to come out February 23rd. And then nothing. I've been following it. I've been keeping tabs on it. I'm a follower. Nothing. This last year, and then this year. You guys, they're not. I'm on their official site. Latest updates, January 3rd. All posts, January 3rd, December 7th. The Real Game Awards voting. Also, you can't look at literally anything. You can't look at anything unless you log in. By the way, hi, Lucas. But I want you guys to know I am keeping my finger on the pulse here. All right. The second the Real Game Awards, is available to consume, you know I'm on that. I'm on that like white on rice. But they're not there. The Real Game Awards. See, that's why I was like, I think we went too hard. I think everyone went too hard on them. And now they won't. Now they won't do it. We went too hard on them. The Based Game Awards is pretty cringe. Re-upload. I do think though, what's her face? Kersha used one of my audio. I said she's gonna use my audio as an alarm for her, like a sub. I think she was like, I think I said something like, "Isn't that bitch a Nazi?" And they're like, "Oh, she's gonna use that as a alarm." I don't know if she did. But yeah, they're not. I'm not gonna lie, gang. I was really looking forward to covering the Real Game Awards with you guys again. I did it a year ago. I was looking forward to doing that with you guys, but I was gonna stream it and everything. They won't let me do it. Also, this shit was like very racist. I don't know if you guys remember that. That shit was like super fucking racist. Like they did a racist caricature of Hideo Kojima. So sad. Please, Stuttering Craig. Please, Stuttering Craig. Please let me watch your wonderful program. I promise I will be nice. Oh, new games come out in March. Okay, let's see who's coming out in March.
March 2026 is a...
Okay, would you guys judge me if I said I kind of do want to try Marathon out, just to give it a look-see? Legacy of Kain. I do kind of want to try Marathon. I just want to see. I might do the service line tomorrow. I just want to see. I'm not even super into extraction shooters. Like I probably won't buy it, but it's free. Oh, Fatal Frame.
Seen revived in remasters through Soul Reaver. Fatal Frame, I mean, that's not a game I would expect to get a full-ass remake. Yeah, actually Legacy of Kain is a remaster. This is a full-ass remake, which is, in my opinion, actually a lot weirder. If you're not familiar, it's about twin sisters who wander into a cursed, abandoned Japanese village. You have a special mystical camera that damages ghosts if you photograph them, and you're gonna want to damage ghosts because there's plenty of ghosts and they are hostile. This was a game that
you know what? I do think I'm gonna try Fatal Frame. I've been really getting into more like survival horror games or horror games in general, and I do blame the fact that I watched lots of Sphere Hunter content, and I started playing Resident Evil series because of her, and I'm like, I gotta play them all now. I gotta do Silent Hill. I gotta do all this other shit. Greedfall 2 comes out, Toxic Commando, The Legend of what?
as well. But to be fair, there's more going on here than meets the eye. This is a game that focuses specifically on Mongolian-inspired nomadic culture. You're going to do a lot of horse stuff as such, and I don't just mean like get from one side of the map to the other on it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like they're apparently quite central to both combat and survival. You don't have the puzzle shrine thing going. Instead, you have more of clan politics and
Spirit Hunter makes great content. She does. She really does. I always get happy when I see like Susie thriving, to be honest. Wasn't there already Monster Hunter Stories that came? Oh, was this just the trailer for 3? Okay. Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert does not seem real to me.
map. It does, certainly. Like, looking at what you're looking at, you can tell it probably has a big map. But, I mean, you've got the sprawling cities, all these
Like, I don't...
massive battlefields, cinematic boss fights that honestly look insane in scale. You've got rideable mounts, much to Nintendo's chagrin, based on the patents that they own for that. No, I'm not going to stop bringing that up every single time there's a riding mount in anything other than a Nintendo game. But I feel like this is potential.
Enjoying games marathons. Thank you. Because I'm allowed to enjoy video games. That's what we do here. At the end of the day, we are a bunch of people who like video games. We are a bunch of video game lovers. Also, you guys should follow Best Indie Games if you like indie games. I always watch their stuff. It's great. We're out. This isn't my Xbox. Okay, that's crazy to me. I don't understand. Since Altair is such a hit these days and why are coming out like trails, do you think Monster Hunter Stories is Capcom's take on JRPG market? I mean, honestly, possibly, because Capcom doesn't really have... Oh, Rasputin uploaded? Hell yeah. I'll watch it later on. I think so, honestly. Because Capcom doesn't really have... Like, they have Dragon's Dogma, but I wouldn't say Dragon's Dogma is a JRPG in the same sense that, like, Trails or Altair is. But, like, yeah, this might be their take on it, to be completely honest. Hold on, my poison brain rot brain is thinking, what is he doing? Do you guys think Synthetic Man would actually like... I have a feeling he's going to hate. He's gonna hate Resident Evil. Speaking of, do not worry. Do not worry. Do not worry. We're not watching a video. It's far too late for that. But when I talk about people who just hate everything, my GOAT Synthetic Man, number 1, S tier. Or, I guess for him, SS tier. Because he doesn't like anything. Like, he doesn't like anything. The only thing he like, look at this, in a whole, like, what, year and some change, right? He is not liked. The only thing he has liked, literally, is Space Marine 2. Like, in the 5 year, I'm not going to this whole channel. 5 years ago. Like, everything, disappointment, is dead. Only positive thing he's had is Demon Souls deserves a remake. Jesus Christ. You like Kirby Air Riders? Is that on the channel? And I guess Crash Bandicoot. And then everything else just became, oh my God, dude. So much hatred. Gaming is dying. Can 2020 be redeemed? Everything's dying. Everything's bad. He hates every Resident Evil game, by the way. That's just... My Mochas can't save this one. This is E3 now. Like, I've never seen someone hate everything, like so much. You know what he reminds me a lot? No way he hates Resident Evil. The whole every Resident Evil video he has on here is hate. Every Resident Evil video he has on here is hate. Besides the remake retrospective, which probably still hate, but every Resident Evil thing he says he fucking hates it. And we're just like years ago. If we're talking about recent stuff within the last year, everything is just fuck this, fuck this. Elden Ring's not a masterpiece. Console Wars dead. Make it stop. Halo sucks. Face Saint Row sucks. Netflix's Resident Evil was embarrassing, which is true. Comedy Simulator. Saints Row's dead. Night Owl's getting desperate. COD Modern Warfare 2 campaign is beyond horrible. God of War is dead. And then disappointment. Soulless corporate trash. Subtlety is dead. Total Goblin death. Atomic Heart is bizarrely average. Oh, he liked Resident Evil 4. There we go. He liked one Resident Evil game. But like just that was what, 2 years ago? And 2 years since, he's only like I think Astrobot. I think in the last year for sure. Everything's dead, dying. I like how he says gaming is dying and remakes are killing it when he also has a bunch of videos talking about this deserves a remake. Yeah, but you see people like this. Like you see people like this, and then they'll be like, gaming is dead. And then they'll come to my comment section, his fans, and be like, all you do is talk about games from a political lens. Meanwhile, his fucking banner is Roasty Brigade, women of color, and then the synthetics, a bunch of white dudes. Like, glorified humiliation ritual. Worse than fan fiction. Metroid is dead. Metroid Prime is embarrassment to the human race. Like, his video on Stellar Blade. Yeah, it's a God, did I watch his video on Stellar Blade? I don't think I think, yeah, of course he liked it. Stellar Blade's actually pretty good. Straight men stay winning. Like, come on. Is he wrong to say his gaming is dying though? 100%. Gaming is objectively not dying. Especially because they've been saying gaming has been dying for the last like 5 years. Right? Like gaming for them is always dying. Watch, look at this. Entire generation, you stop buying games. The weekend crash is unavoidable. AAA budget. AAA games have collapsed. It's official. The gaming scene is crashing. Gaming is dying. It's killing it. Its console is dying. Why PC gaming is dying. Console market is dying. Gaming is dying. Gaming is dead. Battlefield is dying. Gaming is dying. Difficulty is dying. Gaming is dying. 10 months ago, game was dying. And then like 8 months ago, gaming is dying. 3 months ago, console gaming was dying. Gaming is dead a month ago. Like, gaming can't consistently be dying. Like, it's at this point, it's dead. If we arrange this by date, right? Just this year. Games were dying. FP games were dying out, which is not true. Like everyone's talking about video game industry is dying. Fortnite's dying. No, it's not. My modern gaming is dying. It's not. The Western gaming industry is a disease. He's so funny to me because
I can't.
Hypnotic used to actually get some level of viewership on his stuff. And now it's like, mind you, for a channel with 100,000 subscribers, these are terrible views. Like he has one video so far that got like 57K. But like 53K, 18K. He wants to go 80K, that's pretty decent. But he used to have way higher consistent viewership. I don't know what happened to him. Like he wasn't like the bottom. Look at look, 34,000, 240,000 views 6 months ago. And then nothing since. Nothing even close. Like this is a channel with 100K subscribers, 100K plus. Like 4 months ago, you got 44,000 views. But like something happened recently, where it's just been. Oh, here we go. Oh my god, it's so nice though to be correct. I said this shit years ago. This gamer claims gifters are ruining gaming. I mean, you guys are 100%, but it's like because you know why? Because they hit. No, I love CS too. Because they hit the same topic ad nauseum over and 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 over. And he thinks putting AI thumbnails is what's going to help him. Like, it's just being mad about the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Modern audience, modern audience, modern audience, modern. This all just takes on modern audience. They hate this. They do this. This is the problem. You know who else titles their shit like this? Legendary Drops. Legendary Drops' whole thing though is because this went badly. Because he talked with a certain cadence, people don't really catch. People don't really catch the right-wing bullshit that he espouses, which is why he's still able to clean up really well. But all of his shit is like, they lost. We are so fucked. They don't care. It's over. They're cooked. We are so cooked. They just won. This is the problem. They're done. It happened again. Nothing left. They're done. They lost. This is the problem. They are lying. They sold out. They all ape each other's shit. They all ape each other's shit. I'm sick of being blamed for failed games. Oh, but you know what? Here's the thing though. Legendary Jobs videos are all the same. Because what he does, and I've talked about this on my, yes, the #1 asthma glazer next to Tectone. And I've talked about this before in my video of his, where I'm like, he takes the least charitable interpretation of things, ignores everything else. Like, listen, I can tell you right now, it's your fault. What he's going to do is he's going to talk about the fact that High Guard failing is because of the gamers. I'm tired of being forced to think back. I'm sorry, but if you put out a game that's slop and this and that, don't expect when people don't want to play it. And what he's not going to do, it's 10 a.m. here. We're expecting to be online, let on stream. To be fair, I've been streaming since 7 on and off because my internet catching right now. Legendary drops his asthma gold glazer. Yes. Like, Yes, 100%. Here. Let me see if I can find the video. This one? I haven't done a
That
video
game.
on Legendary Drops in a long time, by the way. My last video was September 22nd. Wait, where did I do it? Yeah, he's a definite glazer, but I want to show it because I don't want people to think that I'm just saying shit. Wait, was it in that video? I spent way too. It's probably in that video I did with Crimes New Roman, where I spent way too fucking long talking about this. I've only done. Oh, I've only done 3 videos on him. That's pretty low. Oh, it was in that video I did with. It was in that video I did with Crimes New Roman. Oh, okay. Such a long fucking video. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe Crimes New Roman let me do that to him. Can't believe he let me. I'm trying to set up another video with Crimes, but every time I have to convince him. Because I'll just be like, hey, by the way, we're going to do a 3-hour video on this person. It's like, why are you doing this? It's fun doing that, though. Yeah, he talks about like how like Asmongold is like, here we go. Right here. This is the video I accidentally spent 2 hours with Crimes New Roman over a 26-minute video. Well, Valve, you know, they're never going to release like, you know,
For like
shit with
was outselling. Literally, Asmongold nailed it on Twitter. A remaster at $90, and honestly, I still think it was. Asmongold nailed it on Twitter. He said that 2025 and 2026 will be the years of remasters and remakes, cheap to create compared to a new game, quantifiable existing audience, boost visibility for upcoming titles, Gears of War E-Day, little to no risk of controversy or boycott, literally the easiest dub.
Okay.
Gotta
Gotta love
the troops. Oh,
Shout out.
reminds me. I gotta text my friend in the Navy. He fucking every Memorial Day. I always.
This is Memorial Day. Why
we
you
did
do
this.
that? Okay. This isn't even an. This is like he's like he nailed it. This is happening now. This is the point of remasters to begin with, though. This isn't like a new like 2025, 2026 for the year of the remake.
So the assumption that
He has
by
other
people,
videos where he was
including me.
where he's glazing Asmongold. Like he's right all the time with this shit. And I'm like, oh my god, dude.
But honestly, he's not.
I know
wrong,
it's a joke,
especially when that remaster is as transformative as Oblivion's, and especially if it's
Oh,
priced
thanks for the sub.
fairly. New releases are a minefield right.
But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, he's absolutely an Asmongold glazer. We need to collaborate. Yes, I'm working on that. Don't worry. I'm working on doing another video with Crimes New Roman. But he's always doing these long ass fucking in-depth videos, so his time is limited. He's like in the weeds right now, working on another video. But I did have my guest appearance on his video about what was it, Lily Orchard? Not Lily Orchard. Second Story. But yeah, like they all copy each other. They all do the same shit. They have crossed the last line. The fuck? It's your fault. Okay, let's just see a little bit of this. I'll see if I'm
Highguard
right.
developers, as well as some in games media, have taken to crashing out, blaming the players for the game's failure instead of just confronting reality. I am so sick and tired of players being blamed for failed games. This weird expectation that the customer needs to be there to catch these developers when they fall, that they need to donate their empathy to those who do not understand the customer's needs, do not.
So exactly what I said, right? Exactly what I said. It's going to take quotes out of context. Right? Exactly. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Then the trailer came out and there was a downhill from there. Content creators love to point out the bias in folks who give positive views after being fallen out for an event, but ignore the fact that when their negative leaning content gets 10 times the engagement of the positive, they've got just as much of an incentive to lean into disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. I guarantee he says this, he takes this as a, well, was it disingenuous considering that no one plays your game?
Incentive to lean into a disingenuous direction, whether consciously or not. Now, to save for time, I'm going to summarize a bit. He goes on to say that he got personally targeted too. He went private on Twitter to protect his sanity, and content creators saw that and turned it into a storyline, calling him a coward and sending angry waves of people into his replies. He said people laughed at him for being proud of the game, told him to go fill out a McDonald's application.
Like he said, he's going to summarize for brevity. He's just showing you exactly what happened in the rest of the article, because I read the article too.
And even mocked him for listing autism in his bio. I still don't understand why people do that. And I'm just going to...
What, you don't understand why people... You don't understand why people list autism in their bio, or why they mock people for having autism in their bio?
I'm going to stop it right there. Now, this guy is referencing me directly, so I have to respond to this. I am the one that pointed out how preview events are terrible for feedback, that they almost lead to nothing but glowing coverage. I've been to plenty of them. I know how it works. It's not even the point of it being a paid trip part. I think that's the laziest part of this conversation. I'm talking about the event itself, the drinks, the food, the social energy, seeing people that you know, seeing people that you don't. You're not locked into judging these games like a customer would. You're basically at a party and the game is just background music. And even if you do have criticism, there is real social pressure there. You are now face to face with these developers. You are surrounded. You are not trying to be the guy who is killing the vibe. That is poison to honesty. That's not bribery. It's just human behavior. But you want to go and flip this into content creators did this to us, that me and others disingenuously attacked your game because negativity gives us 10 times the engagement. You have no idea what you are talking about. And honestly, it explains a lot. It explains why your game failed, why so many...
Did I not just say who's going to do that? You guys know I didn't watch this video. Did I not tell you he was going to do that? See, but that's the trick. That is the trick. That is the trick that Legendary Drops gets to do. He gets to hide behind the way that he speaks. Because ultimately what he's complaining about is you came after me even though what you said is generally true. Yes, you do get more attention if you're negative on the internet, especially in the gaming space. No duh. To say that this person has no idea why he would say that is disingenuous in itself. He is being intellectually dishonest. And on top of that, he's missing the point of all of that. He didn't say, like that article, I read it to you guys before, but the article doesn't say no one's allowed to be mean to him. He was talking about how people went to the extra mile of being mean to him, to the point where they went to his Twitter, made fun of him being autistic, told him to put his fries in the bag. And Legendary Drops, and I will say this again, he's too pussy to ever call out negative gamer behavior. He will never do it. He will never do that. None of those guys, they will never, ever, 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 ever call out negative gamer behavior. They simply cannot. They coddle. That's why they have the audiences that they have. They coddle. Because it's insane to go after someone for a game you didn't like. Like, it's insane. And then for him to be like, he came for me personally. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't say Legendary Drop said this. For all you know, he wasn't the only person to make that statement, but he has to make it personal, right? Definitely taking words. I mean, I have videos on him. You can watch it. He does this all the time. All his videos are him. The most he's ever done was, I think he had a disagreement with someone about, I forgot what game, but it was Milquetoast. Like, he will never be like, you guys are wrong here. You guys shouldn't be doing this type of shit. like put it this way. When the Ghost of Yote thing popped off, right? With the like one of the background artist designers with Charlie Kirk thing, he was like, they're ruining the name of the company and then they're attacking gamers and this and this and this and that. Like we'll watch a little bit more of this because he's going to miss the point entirely.
Many other games are failing. Why games media is struggling? Because you people do not understand other people. You do not understand basic social behavior. And also, for the record, 6 out of the top 12 videos on this channel are positive. I am not some
are positive. This is a warning. Warframe's a wake-up call. This is a threat. Indie games are no. These aren't positive. These are framed in comparison. Like let's see something real quick. Let's click on they are winning. So his most popular videos. His most popular video though is literally talking about the collapse of Ubisoft, but they are winning.
There has very much been a cultural reactions in place in an industry 150 times bigger, and we tried everything, but ultimately Goliath lost. That's an interesting choice of words when you compare market share. While it's true, Amazon.
Just give me the TLDR, please. Summarize the content, please. Going to uncompetitive rivals Amazon, Epic, and Ubisoft. The Steam budget transfer player empowerment, Steam transfer issues. Okay, I have to watch this.
By itself is a company that we fail to understand user habits. Nothing else is available. When a player has a large library of games, achievements, friends, and hours spent on a product platform, what's the reason for them to shift? Beep boop does not compute. We fail to understand user habits. These suits are complete bots failing to understand anything about the industry, the games, or the players. Just one time I would hear these guys say something that genuinely reflects the perspective of the players. Just one time I want them to put themselves in the players' shoes. They were so close saying gamers already have a solution. The issue is these suits don't understand the problem being solved is them. Amazon thought that they could brute force their way into the PC gaming space, but they never understood why people use a single competitor who has tried to take on Steam has. Guys do not put up with poor optimization. Did you guys know that most of the negative reviews on Monster Hunter Wilds were written in simplified Chinese? Steam now has access to one of the biggest consumer markets in the entire world.
This is him shilling for Steam, and he's still insulting people, but this is a positive video. This is him shilling for Steam. Like I told you guys before, these people cannot simply appreciate or praise something unless they put it in direct opposition to something else. They can't just be like, Steam is good. Oh, Oblivion, this is a warning,
I didn't
is
think
it?
It was real. I didn't think that there was any shot that Xbox would want to shadow drop an Oblivion remaster to this level of quality. It just didn't make any sense to me. And on top of that, we've seen this kind of thing happen. I don't even know how many times. The screenshots to leak, set a date for a live stream the following day. Open it felt, how immersive it was. But combat feels tighter. The UI is cleaner. You can actually Unreal Engine 5 packed with DLC, improved systems, better combat, and a UI overhaul. It is on the same level of fidelity and scope as the Demon's Souls reality. Now, to be clear, I don't think that's actually going to happen. I don't have a lot of faith in this industry or these publishers to think that these guys are going to have the foresight to realize that if you slash your prices in response to your competition increasing theirs, you're going to be able to reach higher revenues. You're going to be able to reach a much wider audience. But if anybody could do it, it would be Xbox. They're the ones that are the best positioned to be able to pull this off in the first place. Their games are largely subsidized through Game Pass to begin with. They already have done it wise for the most part. Games. You're not going to.
I said that's probably more so a positive video from him. But you get the point though, right? He has like look how mad he is.
Rage merchant that can only function off of hate. Yes, I do critical content. That is the theme of the channel. I compare, contrast, and I react to what's being said around a lot of these games. But my opinions do not create public opinion. They are a lightning rod, a loudspeaker for people who already feel something. Content.
That's the dumbest thing. I hate when he fucking says that. That is the dumbest thing anyone can possibly say. That is the dumbest thing someone in his position, and now I'm done with this video. That is the dumbest thing someone in that position can say. I'm a lightning rod for people who already speak this way. How do you know people already speak this way? How do you know that? You're promoting yourself as like the voice of the people. There are multiple people who don't agree with you, right? You are a content creator. You are creating the content. The content that you are putting out is this game sucks. But again, he gets to hide behind the fact that sometimes he'll do a compliment sandwich, but most of his videos, the tone of them are negative. Even when he's being positive, he can't do and not shit on something else. He cannot keep things within the purview of the topic he's talking about. He's talking about how good like Steam is, and now I'm gonna say how good Amazon isn't, how good Epic isn't, how this isn't this. I'm gonna talk about how what's this video about? Oh, like Assassin's Creed Shadow is bad. These games were terrible. Again, me and Crimes did a whole 2-hour video about his stuff, but he gets the pass because he's not saying this is woke and gay, but he is saying that, just not in those terms. People, yeah, he has a lot of valid things. Meanwhile, here's a whole video of him raging at High Guard because I'm tired of these developers blaming gamers. I'm tired of them not listening to us, as if he's the only fucking gamer. As if the games who, people play are the ones that he likes. And then these dumbass content, they don't listen. They just want your money. Every fucking company wants your money. Every company wants your money. Gamers can be annoying as hell. And you know what this really comes down to? And this is the fucking thing I hate the most. The idea that who asked for this? Right? They always go, who asked for this? Who asked for this? It's easy to be more articulate than Asmongold. But that's what they always go. Anytime a game fails, well, no one asked for it. No one asked for any fucking game. You didn't ask for this game. Guess what? You want to talk about live action? You want to talk about live service games? No one asked for Fortnite. No one asked for PUBG. No one asked for Armor 3. But those games came out and you liked it. And they came on Succession and you liked them. Oh, no one asked for Apex. In fact, they wanted Titanfall 3 specifically. No one asked for Apex, but guess what? Apex is still around. You're playing it. No one has asked for any of these games. No one. But when they succeed, you guys go, whoa, look at Hytale. Hytale looks like fucking Minecraft. Who's asking for Hytale? No one. But look, it's still around. Who asked for Power Word? Nobody. But look, it's still around. When you give things a chance to find their footing, they often find a market and an audience. But there's no point. There's never been a game where they're like, yeah, we wanted this. Because you don't know what you want. You don't. You don't. No one was asking for Balatro. Then Balatro fucking took off. No one was asking for the Vampire Survivor. And then Survivors took off. And now you have a ton of fucking Survivor clones. No one asked for Souls-like games. Or from a Dark Souls game. Now you have a whole genre. Like, this idea that gamers know exactly what they want is patently false. People put out an effort and either it succeeds or it fails. But every time something fails, people like Legend of Jobs will go, it's because you didn't listen to the gamers. What fucking gamers? The game wasn't out yet. Like, imagine if Crimson Desert. Let's say Crimson Desert comes out next month and it flops, it fails. I bet you, I guarantee you, they're not going to be like, well, no one asked for this game. Because they saw the game. It's a game that they like. It's a game that's inoffensive. It's a game that's not woke. Right? It's the woke games that no one asked for. No one said no one asked for Code Violet. Oh, but Dustborn, who want that? Concord, where was the audience for this? They never showed up. Where was this modern audience? But when it's for other games, they never have that smoke. Ever. Not ever. Like, they straight up do not have that sort of smoke for them. They just don't. They just don't, dude. Or like they'll talk about a beloved studio, fucking like Larian. I'm still on his page, and he's talking about they want it gone, and it's like people don't want Larian gone. Like, this is what I'm talking about here, by the way, it's a reference. People don't want Larian gone. Larian's not the enemy. People don't like generative AI. Like they take, they're like, well, they take something that people do not like, and then they'll be like, oh, you just hate this company. Like, look, this is him talking about High Guard. This game is so cooked, right? Like, you were already soured against it. You were already soured against that game. This is why nobody trusts them. This game shouldn't exist. This is the problem. Nobody's supposed to play this game, but they lost. Like, do you see how he frames everything? And it's not just him, it's all these fucking grifters. These developers want to destroy their studios. Oh, dude, did Ghost of Yote destroy? Did it destroy Sucker Punch? Did Sucker Punch get destroyed? This is a wake-up call, and then Sucker Punch did equally well. Like, again, he does the same shit as these other guys do. He's just able to cover it better. But ultimately, they have the same talking points. It's indie games are better than AAA slop. But then when a AAA game they like does well, it's AAA industry's been put on notice. And if it doesn't do well and it's woke, it's like, this is why you don't listen. You guys should listen to gamers. And it's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about half the time, dude. He's made 3 videos on High Guard, by the way. 3 videos on High Guard. But he acts as if he's not generating any sort of attention towards that. You unfortunately do have quite a large audience, Legendary Drops. You probably are generating a lot of negativity towards it. Because you know what game he hasn't talked about here? I'm looking. Nothing about Code Violet. He has stuff about Marathon. He has stuff about Where the Winds Meet, a game from an Asian country, from China, because you guys also know they love to talk about Asian cultures and Asian games as if it's the savior, as if they listen to their audience. They are original. They have it as if gacha games haven't come from that area, as if slop doesn't come from other countries. They idolize Asian cultures to an insane degree. And then they will always shit on Western games. They will always shit on Western games. 100% all the time. Like, it's just, it's, yes, I'm saying they will glaze every single Eastern game. They will glaze it. They will glaze it. And then every game that's worse than that fails, they will hyper focus on that. It's the same thing. And I said they, and you're probably thinking of 20 different content creators who do the same shit, right? It's all they fucking do. It's all they do. It's like I've been saying 100 times before. It is so easy to do this. It is so easy to do that. You just want to tap in to people's angers all the time. That's it. That's it. This game failed because because it's made from people wouldn't listen to gamers. And then, okay, the game succeeds. Well, it's because Oh, actually, oh my god, the background NPC just put out the same fucking video as Legendary Drops. There's no. And she's so one note too, dude. She's so one trick. It's just, why can't we have hot people? Why can't we have hot people in video games? Why can't we have hot people in video games? Look, we're not watching the video, but look. Why do they keep blaming us for their mistakes? She's talking about hot people. This person looks ugly. Look at that. They look ugly. They have a problem with women. Like all her thing is, and thing is too, is she's also a person. She's also a team Myth or Mythic Entertainment, Mythic Talent, whatever. She also does the same shit. They find their niche. Oh, you're a girl? Cool. You get to be sexist against women, but it's not sexism if you do it. But now we have someone to espouse the same shit that we talk about. Watch. This is going to be about someone's looks.
Once upon a time, a couple of weeks ago, I was scrolling my feed when I saw hot Snow White just absolutely slicing through enemies with a battle axe. And the post screamed at me in all caps, "This game is for you. You are the target audience." I said, "Me?" They were right, of course.
And then she's going to compare it to, let's see.
And it gave me a lot of hope. Unfortunately, though, this is not that kind of story, because not long after that, High Guard news graced my screen, and I learned that almost the entire team had been let go, and one of the devs had an answer for why.
Same. Do we have to do this?
Are somehow watching this. Your secret is safe with me. 1,200 Ubisoft employees recently went on a 3-day strike, massive layoffs, continued internal chaos, but don't worry guys, they have reassured us yet again that Assassin's Creed Shadows is still performing better than expected. 1348 Xvoto released their demo, and the lead voice actress describes the experience as something everyone would love. Overwatch had a whole situation involving a
Like, you see what I mean, right? This dumbass smile, like it's the same. These people are so fucking annoying, dude. They're so fucking annoying. Just completely incapable of even attempting to be intellectually honest. And the whole Overwatch thing is so dumb because you talk about what fans want, what gamers want. The literal Overwatch community said, we want you to change her face to match how it looked in her original appearance. That is what the fans want. Of course, the smile is fake. That is what the fans wanted. The fans wanted her face to change because they were tired of the same face that Overwatch gives its women. Like, that is literally what the fans wanted. And so the voice actress, who's a fan of fucking Overwatch, was on their side, on the side of the gamers, and they're still upset. Like, listen.
A new character's face, a voice actress, and the phrase Ozempic chic. We'll be getting to that later. Ashes of Creation?
Like, here. We'll do. I had to read. Here. I'll show it to you guys. We'll suffer a little bit.
Overwatch 2 wasn't working how they intended, did a full rebrand, a massive content push, and it worked. Numbers went up, people were genuinely excited, myself included. I almost re-downloaded the game, but then I came to my senses just in time. Part of all of this, though, was introducing a new hero for this season, Onrun. She looks great in the cinematic, looks good in game, but people noticed that she didn't quite match the original version that Blizzard had showed off.
People, the fans, the community of Overwatch, right?
That's fair enough. The, hey, can we get her a little closer to her original design? Requests started popping up, and I didn't really think too much of it at the time. But then, Onron's voice actress posted a video calling this a hill worth dying on, and she used the phrase Ozempic chic. That is when it became pretty clear what was actually happening, because what started as a reasonable, hey, can we get her a little closer to the original from actual players, got hijacked almost immediately by a completely different crowd with a completely different
crowd. The fucking voice actor for the game. The voice actor for the game also wants the face to change. Prior to her saying that, Overwatch fans for years have been wanting different faces. For fucking years. I'm not exaggerating. One face fits everything. Overwatch, same face, same face, same face. This is disappointing. Same face syndrome. Obviously, some shit's gonna happen from this year because it's happened. Like, they're talking about it again. But this has been the conversation for a long time. They are tired of the same shit over and over and over and over and over and over. Or asked me to sign in. Oh no. 2 weeks ago. Like, they've been talking about this a year ago. Overwatch has the same face syndrome with some of their characters. A year ago, 7 months ago. Like, this isn't a new talking point. This isn't a new talking point. And you know what the shitty part is? I think she knows this. I think back on NPC knows that, which is why she has to say a different audience, a different group took over.
Opinion. One that wasn't about accuracy at all, but about making her less attractive. And
All she can focus on is look. That's it. That's what she knows what her role is. That's her role. It's I have to be the content creator, the female content creator that talks about the looks of people and how they want to make her look uglier. Because, you know, the whole Western game market wants to make women unattractive. Did she play Code Violet? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say no. But oh my god, you got it's almost 2 a.m. It's almost 2 a.m. We gotta go. We gotta stop. Why would you let me stream this long? It's almost 2 a.m. We're gonna stop the stream. What does that even mean? They defend things taken to sweat, but then they do this? Because, like I told you guys, and like I've always told you guys, they don't have convictions. Whenever they, if you're not familiar with this term, watch my video about Endymion and the Green Goblin mask. But whenever the Green Goblin mask calls to them, they heed it. They answer that call. Whenever they start to talk about, like, oh, okay, this makes sense, then the Green Goblin goes, call it woke. And then they're like, oh, but the reason why is because they want to make women ugly. Like, it's the Green Goblin mask. They have Green Goblin syndrome. All of them do. But when they start making too much sense, they will immediately be like, and that's why women deserve less rights. Like, watch. But yeah, you guys. Let's go. Let's go. We're done. You were streaming a lot tonight. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten since 5 p.m. yesterday. It is 2 a.m. here. Thank you guys for stopping by. I know we put the music and the ending thing on, but I'm low key tired, so I'm gonna just hit the fucking end stream button. Oh my god, I cannot believe I've been streaming essentially since 7 o'clock to almost 2 a.m.